All right, we live, y'all. What's up, YouTube? As promised, I'm live. Give y'all a chance to join me on here. See if I get any comments. Let's see. Luis, Lopez, Alvarez. What's up? What's up? So appreciate all you, AJ. Probably meant all you do. I appreciate you for checking in. Thank you, thank you. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go over a bidding scenario because I got a question from Mr. Eugene Alfred, who always says to remember his name, right? So we're gonna remember his name today. I'm gonna answer this question that he sent me in my email real quick. I answer a couple of questions y'all got here on the live stream, and then we're gonna jump right into it. All right. So just waiting for the numbers to go up a little bit, get a few more viewers, because I know YouTube is a little bit late letting people know when I'm on. Hey, Miss Brenda, say hey. So shout out to her. All right, just trying to give people a chance to join. And I'm gonna dive into this bid. I'm gonna share my screen, show y'all how to bid on. I think he's bidding on a clubhouse. So you know, I like apartment buildings got clubhouses. So he bid on a clubhouse. I got a gym with it, all of that. All right. So let's go ahead and play this intro. Shout out to Edwin checking in. I believe that's a CBN member. If that's the Edwin that I know, shout out to him. Let me go ahead and do this intro, and then we can roll. All right. So here we go.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
All right, I'm back, y'all. Let's see what's going on. Say, how am I? I'm pretty good. I'm doing great. As a matter of fact, I left Chicago at the event. What was it? Cleaning Cocktails Live by Ricky Regalado. By the way, if you haven't checked out the interview I did with Ricky, definitely check that out. He's on track to do $10 million with his cleaning company this year. So definitely watch that video. He dropped gems all the time. And he had me come up there and speak. I guess I did all right. You know what I mean? I got a lot of good feedback after it. So I'm feeling good, and I'm definitely feeling motivated after that too, as shown by me still being in the office at 6:23 p.m. Usually I'm out of here by like 3 o'clock. So that's good that that thing gave me a push for sure. I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see. All right, and then we're gonna jump right in there. All right. So first thing first. This is the email I got from Mr. Eugene Alfred. He said, "Hey Jay, my guy, I know how extremely busy you are, but I need to ask this question. I'm not sure how to charge or exactly use the bid calculator, but I have a clubhouse that is 4,700 square feet with 3 restrooms, 3 offices, 2 conference rooms, a small break room, and a gym. And I'm sure he's not talking about like a huge gym with a basketball facility, just a little workout center. It's not much. It's not much carpet, almost all wood floor except for the gym and the offices. I just need to know how do I arrive at the number, please and thanks." So I know with Eugene, he has the bidding app. So this is the app. Well, this is the web version of it, but it's a mobile app as well. So as you can see, if you become a member, we got a whole social network and everything. So shout out to Daryl and Montrese who just joined. It looks like they updated their avatar. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to the calculator. So you got the residential calculator, special bid calculator. For this, we're going to use the commercial calculator. All right. And let me pull this video up on my phone just to make sure I'm showing up. All right. And let me see something too. Let's put me. Oh, I am showing on the side. Good. All right. Perfect. All right. All right. Bam. I'm here. All right. So he says 4,700 square feet and it's all floor. So we're going to put that 4,700 right here in the hard floor section. I'm gonna leave this production rate the same. I think that's pretty good for what he's trying to clean. Again, what the production rate is the amount of square feet that you can clean per hour. All right. So I say 2,500 square feet for a hard floor area. It's pretty normal. All right. And so what they're saying so far is going to take 1.88 hours to clean this area. We also got to add some tums though. So if it's let's see if he actually told me. So he said 3 restrooms and a small break room. So I'm assuming that the 3 restrooms probably got about 3 or 4 tums in them each. So let's say it's 4 of them, and he got 3 of them. So let's say 4 tums in each. So 4 times 3 is 12. So we're gonna put 12 tums in there. And so this is gonna take 2.33 hours to clean this facility. Now, what I need to know from Mr. Eugene is how much he's going to pay his workers per hour. A lot of people going $15 an hour lately, so that's what I'm gonna plug in there. And so since I'm paying them $15 an hour, the calculator recommends I should pay them this. If I was to change it, say I want to pay people 17, they're gonna say I should charge this, right? So whatever. So a lot of people don't know how much you should charge per hour. The calculator will tell you how much you charge per hour based on how much you would pay somebody else to do it. Now a lot of people say, well, AJ, I don't have employees. Well, even if you don't have employees, still put how much you would pay somebody if you did have employees, all right? And make sure it's realistic. Don't just say, well, I want to pay $25 an hour because I think that's good, right? Because in reality, can you get away with that in this industry? Like, you got to also make sure you're still competitive, right? All right, so I'm going to put it at 15. All right, and then he didn't tell me how many days a week that they wanted it clean. So we're gonna have to guess. All right. So let's just say they want you to come out there 2 days a week. You put the frequency there. So if they wanted 5 days a week, you put 5 here. If they wanted once a month, you put 0.25 here, right? If they wanted bi-weekly, you put 0.5 here, and if they wanted once a week, you put 1. All right. So this is how many days you're going per week. I'm just going to use 2. Matter of fact, let's do 5 days a week as an example. All right. And so here's what he'll charge. Okay, $15.92. Or you can round it up to 95, or you can round it down to 90, or you can charge exactly $15.92, however you decide to do it. All right. Now, this right here is your bid analysis. So it kind of gives you the overhead, so that way you don't have to guess what your profit margin. So if you went with this price and you had, let's see, then and if you actually did pay your people this amount per hour, then this is what you can expect to spend each month in overhead, $859. This is how much you can expect to net out of this that you charge to the customer. This is what you can expect to take home after all of your overhead, all right? Which leaves you with a 46% profit margin. And then this is what you'll gross annually, and this is what you'll this is what you'll make net annually, all right? And so this is it. Now, if he wants to save this, he can just email this bid to himself. So you just put in AJ@cleanbusinessnetwork.com right here. And then I'll get a copy of this bid just for your records. This doesn't go to the customer or anything, just something to save for your records. All right. So it's really that simple. Now, if you was going in there twice a week, you just change the frequency here. This will be your new price. All right. So let's just say he's going in there once a week. A lot of times Clubhouse only wants you to go once a week. So 318 is going to be your price for this. All right. Now, if you don't like the price, you can always go up or down on your charge rate per hour. Or if you think the timing is wrong, so they telling you it's going to take 2.3 hours, but you're like, no, I think it's going to take 3 hours to clean. We'll just override it. All right. Change that to 3. And now you see your price has changed as well to 410. So we're going to stick with 410. All right. Now, any questions so far? Let's see. Do I have any questions? All right, cool. We can keep rolling. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to put that in the proposal. All right. So now you got the 410 already in there. So now let's go to proposals. All right. So this is basically an office proposal, because you clean in the Clubhouse. All right. And if y'all get any questions, definitely start typing them in, because I'm about done. And then once I'm done, I'm going to answer any questions y'all got. And then I'm hopping off because I'm tired and I'm ready to go home. All right. So we can just put the name of the company is Clean Biz Network. All right. We're going to say the point of contact is, I don't know, Shirley. That's my grandma's name. All right. Put an E in there. I think there's an E in there. All right. And then we'll put Jackson, because that's first thing that popped in my head. And then I'm not going to, now we used to send the proposals directly to the customers for you. I stopped doing that just in case anything went wrong and then the customer didn't get it. I don't want to be liable for that. So we stopped doing that. Instead, you can still put the customer's email here, but this is just for your records. All right. Because you're going to get a copy of this. All right. So joe@whatever.com. All right. And then we can put a random number here. This is just for your records. Again, nobody's going to see this part in your proposal. All right. Now you can put an image here. Notice that it says put 500 by 500 for best results. If you don't put 500 by 500, then guess what? The page might not come out looking as good as it should. All right. So let me see if I can go in here and find an image real fast for y'all. Let's go to Google. Let's do CBN logo. All right, we'll use this one for, come on, search. All right, so we'll use this one for this. Hopefully it's not too big and it fits. And make sure you hit this button so it actually uploads to your proposal. All right, now here you can put everything that you do, right? So you want to put each service for dust or wipe down horizontal surfaces. So I would do this every single time I come in. If they don't have a cafeteria or break room, then you can put NA. But he said that they do, and they got common areas. So halls, lobbies, restrooms, all of that. We're gonna do that every single time we go. For dumping the trash and dumping and removing trash, we'll do that every time we go. All right. Then for what is this vacuum? We're gonna do that every time we go. All right, usually I skip through this, but I just told myself I'm gonna take my time and really walk y'all through it this time. Mop it, we're gonna do that every single time we go. All right, now if this was all carpet, completely all carpet, then you could just put in a here because it wouldn't be nothing to mop, right? High dust. If he's going weekly, then maybe we'll high dust bi-weekly. All right. Or if it's weekly and you know they get dusty often, then you can do that every single service. All right. All depends. Now, if this is 5 days a week, then you might put this at weekly because you're going there every day, right? And that'll help keep the dust down anyway. Dust the blinds. Maybe you'll do that monthly or bi-weekly, whatever you think that they need, right? It's up to you how you put the scope of work in there. And you can discuss this with your customer as well. If for whatever reason, let's just say they want to negotiate the price later, you can tweak the scope of work to make it more easy on you if they want a lower price. Or you can, give it a little more detail however you want to do it. Spot cleaning walls. I'm gonna say monthly on that. So at once a month, as you walk into the building, you should be getting like little smudges on the wall, right? All right. What else? Dust baseboards. That's gonna be monthly. All right. And by the way, for anybody wondering what's the difference between a regular clean and a deep clean, this is it. A deep clean is basically do all of this in one clean. Regular clean, you getting basically the top stuff every you know what I mean, every time you go, and then the rest of the stuff you getting it like every so often. All right, spot clean windows, we're gonna do that every time we go. Spot clean glass, really, not like their regular windows throughout the building. We don't mess with those unless they pay extra for that special service. But if they got like glass on the entry doorway, stuff like that, all right, disinfectant fogger, we'll say NA on that because this ain't got nothing to do with that for right now. All right, unless you want to put that as part of your service. If you want to stand out as a new cleaning company, especially during these times, you can make that maybe every single month you provide fogging service just as part of your scope of work if you wanted to. All right, but make sure you charge for that. All right, we're saying we're going once a week, and we're gonna say we're going every Sunday. All right, the price was $410. Remember, we got that from our bid earlier when we put it in the commercial calculator over there. Then this would be for, let's just say, remember, this was a clubhouse for apartment buildings, right? So let's just say they wanted you to quote for the apartments too, where in this additional pricing terms, you can put upon request, 1 bedroom, and then you can say 125, and then you can say 2 bedroom. 175 or whatever here you want to come up with, right? And you can enter all that there, but they didn't say they wanted apartment quote on this one. All right. Now this is the email template. So what this is when you send this, actually, I forgot I can get rid of this because we don't send the email over to the customer for you anymore. But what this was when you sent it over to the customer, you could tweak this and then it will automatically send the fill in the email for you. You enter it here, but we don't send it over to the customer anymore. So you can ignore that part. Then right here is the sales page. So inside of your proposal, you're going to have a sales page. So make sure you review this and make sure that it says everything that's true about your company. So for example, if you only insure with 500,000 liability coverage and not $1 million, then make sure you tweak this to say that. All right. If you only got a $20,000 janitorial bond, not a 50,000, then make sure you tweak that to say that. What else? Maybe also another thing, if you know you got a big logo, then get rid of one of these paragraphs, all right? Because the logo on the actual proposal will go on top of this. And sometimes this page will run up into 2 pages and you really want it on 1 page. So try to make sure that this all makes sense for you, all right? So we're going to X that out now. And then you come here to the terms of service, all right? So remember we put the price was going to be $410. So you enter that there. I'm going to go over, backspace that. Who's going to supply the cleaning supplies? You can put we will. So Clean Biz Network will supply them. 9 times out of 10, you're going to always supply the cleaning supplies. It's very rare that you're waiting on and relying on the customer to supply that stuff for you. Like they'll usually supply like this consumables such as paper towels, toilet paper, hand soap, and trash bags. But the actual things you use to clean with, that's up to you usually. Now they can request that you use their cleaning products, and that's fine if they request that. They also can request to order the consumables through you, and you can do that. And the way that I would do that, I wouldn't put it into a set price in I bid. Instead, I would just invoice them as needed. All right, that way you can never lose money doing it that way. All right, now you put your company name here. So we're just gonna change that to Clean Biz Network. What else? Put your company name here, and you can read the terms. If none of these terms don't apply to your company, then make sure you adjust them to match what your company actually does. All right, this is just a template for you. All right, and by the way, what I'm using is calculatedclean.net. It's also a mobile app called Calculated Clean. You can download that in your app store. All right, it's an app that I created just to help y'all just get started with your cleaning company, or you ain't even got to be getting started. If you got a cleaning company, this app will help you. All right, service start date. If you already got a start date, y'all can put that there. 9 times out of 10, you won't have a start date because you're just sending a proposal. But if they decide to move forward with the proposal, what'll happen is you can come back, fill out the start date here, and then it'll be some lines at the bottom, which you're gonna see when I show you the proposal in a minute, and y'all both gonna sign at the bottom of the proposal. All right. So now that we updated this, I almost forgot this one. Clean Biz Network. And then there's another one here. Clean Biz Network. All right, so just make sure you update your terms and services accordingly. All right. Now we're gonna X this out. We're gonna come down. You put your name here, your company name here, your phone number. All right, and then your email address. I'm gonna put my Gmail here just so it'll come faster, because if I send it through my regular email, then it might take a little longer. Then you can also put your company logo here. So let me pull up my logo again. Let's go. CBN logo. All right, click that upload button. All right, then you click submit. And there you go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to my email again. We're gonna check to see how that looks when it comes through, so you can actually see what a finished proposal looks like when you use Calculated Clean. All right. So here's the actual proposal right here. Now this is not it. This is just a copy of what you submitted. And a lot of people get confused with it. They think that this is the proposal, and they're like, wait a minute, this is just the stuff I typed. But what the proposal is actually here is a PDF form. So you want to take this, download it, and then send it to your customer. All right. So here's what the proposal looks like. Number one, first off, you see this image right here. This would usually be your customer's logo. Okay, I just put something there just to get it started. But remember, we uploaded a logo of the customer's logo. So we uploaded a picture of the customer's logo. So this is, we pretending like this is the customer's logo. All right. So this is how your cover page is gonna look. It's gonna have the date, the name of their company, the name of the person that your point of contact, and then the company's logo. How do you get the company's logo when you're doing this proposal? Google. Okay, so if you're doing a proposal for Pizza Hut, you just go to Google. All right, and then look up Pizza Hut. And remember that I told you that that the logo size should be 500 by 500. So really what you can do is go to images, type in Pizza Hut, and do 500 by 500. And then you should get a picture that's actually 500 by 500. If you hover over it, it might show you. Let's see. So click on, see, 500 by 500. So that'd be perfect. Right click on that, save the image, and then you can just upload it while you're building your proposal. So that's how you would do that in case you didn't know how to get a copy of your customer's logo. All right, so that's your cover page. Next, you got the sales page. Remember I told you that this sales page could run over, so that's why I deleted one paragraph. Now you can see the logo actually fits good at the top. I got some information about the company here, and that's the sales page. Next, we got the actual pricing page. All right, so the price page is here. You see we charging a $4.10. I probably should have put the period and 00 instead of just putting $4.10 to make it a little more official, right? 1 day a week. We're going on Sunday. Additional pricing options. There's nothing there. All right. Now we got a scope of work. So they see that each time we come, we're going to do these things. Then we're going to do these things monthly, bi-weekly, blah, blah, blah. And then the final page is your terms of service. So if they want to move forward, they will sign on this side, title, all of that. Then you sign on this side, and then y'all official, put the start date there, and y'all good to go. So they can, when you email this over to your customer, they simply print it out, sign it, scan it, and email it back to you. Then you print it out at your office or home, sign it, scan it, and then you can either bring it back to them when y'all do y'all new start walkthrough, or you can just email it back to them. Now, what I mean by new start walkthrough is, so you know you did an initial walkthrough when you were trying to get them a price, right? Well, I recommend that you also do another walkthrough right before you supposed to start the service, right? So you need to get the keys to the building, the alarm codes, emergency contact information, since you're gonna be there after hours more than likely, things like that, right? So when you go back for that, that's when you can bring them a ratified copy of this service agreement here. And that's all it is too. So that's how a proposal will look from Calculated Clean if you decide to use it. All right. Let's check and see if we got any questions over here. All right. Shout out Mike Simmons checking in. I think that's my brother. Shout out my brother. Got to get him on for an interview. What else we got? What's up, AJ? Actually, I guess I should pull it up. So let me stop sharing my screen. And let's go to here. All right. And then I'm going to pull up the comments here. All right. Care Cleaning Services LLC says, what's up, AJ? I have the app, but I want to make sure. I was trying to figure out what it is the right price for a 10,000 square foot daycare 5 times a week. So again, you do exactly what I just did. So let's go back over here. And another thing too, and they went over this at that the little workshop I was at the other day too. It's almost 9 times out of 10 nobody gonna ever had a sense. Understand that prices are just estimates. And by the way, I got to share my screen again. So let me do that. All right, bam. So what you said, 10,000 square feet? Yep, 10,000 square feet. And then you said what type of facility it was? It was a daycare. I'm assuming that daycare is probably, I don't know, is it hard floor or carpet? If it's, and then so when another thing I do too, when I'm in doubt and I don't know what type of facility it is or how easy it is to clean, I just put it in hard floor anyway. Just that way the time will be slower. All right, because if you put it in carpet, the time will be a little bit faster because carpet is faster than hard floor. Why? Because if you got a carpet, all you gotta do is vacuum and you're done with the floor. If you got hard floor, you gotta vacuum it and mop it afterwards. So that's adding extra time. All right. And that's what the production rate is all about. So we're gonna put all of that 10,000 in hard floor area. And so now they're saying it's gonna take us about 4 hours to clean that area. Then you gotta add some Tums in there. So how many Tums do you have in that facility? Now, what are Tums? They're toilets, urinals, mirrors, and sinks, right? If it's a daycare, 10,000 square feet, if I had to guess, I'm thinking they got maybe 3 stalls in each bathroom, boy and girl. So what is that? That's mirror, a toilet, and a sink. So 3 times 3, that's 9. So 18 total. All right, so we're gonna put 18 times. So they're saying it's gonna take about 4.64. And by the way, this is man hours. So that means one person could do this in 4.67 hours. If you put 2 people in there, then that'll be half the time. All right. So this is always based on one person. But if you put 2 people, then you cut it in half. You put 3 people, you cut that time in thirds. If you put 4 people, that time is cut into fourths. Okay. But leave this alone though. I don't care how many people you plan to put in there, still leave the time alone because it's based on man hours and not actual hours. All right. So I'm gonna round this up to 5 just because. All right. And then I'm also going to, so how much would you pay somebody an hour to clean it is what I want to ask you. I don't know, but let's just say $15 an hour to be safe. I don't know where you're located. And then you said 5 days a week, correct? Yep. All right. So if it's 5 days a week, this is the price I'm at right here. Now, I do know daycares are stingy with their budgets, so maybe I will lower this price a little bit and maybe I'll go $27 an hour instead. Now that bring this price a little more reasonable, I'm still at 30%, around about 37% profit margin, which is good enough for me. So this is what I would go, $29.25. All right, what we got here? Let's go back. Let's stop. All right, what else we got? So how much is it? The Calculated Clean app is free to download, and it has some free features such as the invoicing features, such as the walkthrough features, such as the inspection feature. But to use the calculator and the proposal, as well as the community, then it is $29 a month is the cheapest plan, and then the additional plans, they go up from there, but they include leads with them. All right. AJ, how do you deal with inspections with regards to keys? Do you ask the client for 2 sets of keys? Yes, I did. And every now and then I ran into a customer where they wouldn't give up more than one. And then so for that one, I just really couldn't do inspections unless I met the actual cleaner on site. But most of the time, we always ask for multiple keys so that way we can go afterwards and do the inspection. All right, let me do this too, by the way. All right, what else we got? Newbie here. What's the name of the app? It is this Calculated Clean. Thank you, Ms. Brenda. All right, and so you just look for that in the App Store, and that's pretty much it, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night today. How long I've been up here? Actually, it won't tell me because I'm using StreamYard. But anyway, y'all for watching. I'm tired, and that's what I got for y'all. I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. If you want to get your cleaning business started, go to www.cleanbiznetwork.com to get your cleaning business started kit. Or if you already got your cleaning business started, you just need some leads, go there as well. Or if you want to check out the mobile app that I was just using or the website, go to calculatedclean.net or just look for the Calculated Clean mobile app. All right. I see another question that came in. Thank you. I was way off. I started second guessing what came up on the calculator. I might have put the wrong numbers in. Yeah, and again, it's not it's just simply like knowing how the time. Like, let's go back to it for a minute. I'm gonna share it one more time real quick. It's really more about just making sure that this is accurate. Like, obviously, your frequency, that's up to you. Like, the customer told you how many days that they want you to come in, right? And if they don't know, then you can suggest to them based on the needs of the facility, right? If it's a real bad facility, you got to go there at least 5 days a week, maybe even 6 or 7 days, right? But if it ain't that bad, it's like some people can get away with 2 times a week or 3 times a week or maybe even 1 time a week, right? Or maybe even once bi-weekly. It all depends. So, all right, but you definitely going to put that in there. Then also you're going to put the time it take to clean. As long as the time it take to clean is accurate to you, and then your hourly rate, which, by the way, if you don't know what to charge per hour, the calculator will tell you anyway, right? It's going to tell you what to charge if you simply tell them how much you want to pay somebody else to do the job, right? So if you put 10, it's going to tell you that, right? So just understand, as long as you got the hourly rate correct, as long as you got the week correct, and the time it takes to clean, you good. It's going to give you a nice, good price. And then you can come down here to check your profit margins and all that at the end. And then also just make sure you send a copy of this to your record. So that way you always know how you came up with the bid. So you can always go back and look at what you punched in there. All right. I saw a couple more questions. I'm going to get those and I'm going to get on out of here. How do I stop it? Oh, am I not sharing my screen? I thought I was sharing it the whole time. I wasn't sharing it. But anyway. All right, what else we got? Do you recommend any cleaning supplies, brand, or where do you get your supplies? I recommend Simple Green. I recommend Simple Green, and then I don't really give up exactly who I get mine from because that's inside my course, and that's for them. But one of the places I recommend and I do use sometimes is Amazon. They got some pretty good prices. All right, but also I'll tell you this: try your local janitorial supply stores. All right, they always good, and it's gonna be commercial grade if you get it from there. Don't go to Lowe's, Home Depot, Dollar Store, Walmart. Don't do none of that. All right, get you some commercial grade stuff. Unless you're just doing houses. Houses a little bit different, but when you're doing buildings, you definitely want some commercial grade stuff. All right. So that's what I got for y'all. I can see the time now. I was tripping the whole time. It's right in my face. All right, but anyway, that's what I got for y'all. Check out the websites, cleanbiznetwork.com, calculatedclean.net. And I see one more question before I go. Excuse me. I've been watching you for a few months now, and I think you're really good at teaching me how to make my own cleaning business. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I try to do my best, and I try to speak in layman's terms. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people try to overcomplicate things. Does Calculated Clean app have a section for like cleaning windows? It does. So I'll share the screen one more time. It actually has a section for not just cleaning windows, but for pretty much any type of what we call special service, right? So anything outside of regular janitorial is a special service. So you go to special bid, and then that calculator will show you disinfecting, deep cleaning, post construction, apartment move out, strip and wax, scrub and recoat, machine scrub, window cleaning, pressure washing, carpet extraction, carpet bonnet, high speed buffing, and that's it. All right. So, I already said that, but yeah. So I got a little bit of everything up there. All right. What else we got? All right. Thank you too, Miss Brenda. All right. So that's what I got for y'all, man. I'm getting up out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe, like, and share, and comment. If you know somebody that can benefit from this channel, please share, y'all. I'm out of here.